Welcome back for another update. I think we're going to give up on the 23, 24, etc. We're just going to put out some things. We're kind of finishing up the layout, and as we do something interesting, we'll get a video out on it and maybe give you some tips and ideas on things to do. This one, watching Mike Pfeiffer's channel a week or so ago, and saw where he talked about Longshowd's modeling trees. And Bob there, I placed an order with him, and very accommodating. He supplies trees from 20 feet to 65 feet in scale for both N-gauge and HO. And I kind of got looking at what I had, and most of my trees were in the 20 to 30 foot range. I quickly sent him an email. He was very accommodating. He kept he custom made trees to fit my need, and I was very pleased with that. And I have those. I'll show them to you and in this video. One of the other ones, kind of continuing on with the LEDs and some Arduino type stuff. I wanted to know the difference between cool white and warm white, and kind of what they look like in LEDs. I've got a little something on that. And I've got a machine shop that I wanted to put a arc welding scene in, and there are lots of scripts, sketches written for arc welding. So anyway, I'll kind of show you what I've got done on that one, and then a quick just update on things, other things around the layout. So let's go take a look. Here I ordered some cool white and some warm white lights. I wanted to see what the difference was. And you definitely see that the cool white over here is definitely a lot bluer than the warm light. Has a lot more yellow tint to it. So I was looking at this for two projects. One, if I wanted to install some lighting on a train, and the other one is that I do have an arc welding project that I was going to do for one of my machine shops, and the cool light looks like it's going to work out perfect, just to give that little bit of blue tint with the white going on. I was going to try to incorporate a blue LED and the cool white, but I can see I'm not going to need the blue. The cool will do it. So I'll show you the arc welding project, and we'll say we have the script down in the comment. Here we have our motor shop, and he's doing a little bit of arc welding inside there. So we've got that. Once again, the script is written down in the comments. I used a straw to go through the plywood and foam, bring the LED up through, and it's Arduino Nano that's running that one. Here we have one of Longshowd's trees, and I'm going to attempt to add just a little bit, maybe more green and a little light, just a few touches here and there of some brown to the tree, and we'll see how that looks. One of my other tree making projects is working with the Woodland Scenics. Start with your basic tree here, but the material that they provide you to put on it kind of looks like cotton balls, or I really wasn't happy with that. After watching Luke Towan's channel, does amazing work, gave me the idea to work with some of this in N scale and do it his way. And by removing the base from this, and then just taking it and just twisting the heck out of it to get it to be somewhat of a tree structure, some small ones. He takes the Super Trees material and actually winds up gluing on that, and I'll kind of show you how I go through that. And I did take this and I did spray it out with a darker brown to to get rid of the glossiness of the plastic. So we started there, and we're going to work with the super tree material, but it does take time, and it's a slow process. We're going to use Woodland Scenic's Hobby Tack to coat the branch area on this tree, staying away from the trunk and the main limb area. This takes about 30 minutes to an hour to dry. It'll dry clear and it becomes very, very tacky. Once we get that done, we'll come in with some super trees, and we'll just take off the ends here, and we're going to actually attach those to the end. Here I have the super tree, and I take off the smaller branches. And now that our glue is set up over here, our tacky, we're going to go around and put these on these different limbs, and then we'll come back and fill this in with some ground foam. Here we have the tree down about 20%, piecing them on one at a time. And once you use up the super tree stock, save these pieces. Always paint them brown, cut them up a little bit, and use it in your forest just to lay on the ground. I've completed putting on the super tree little ends, gluing them on. Probably took about a half hour on this one to get these touched up, and this one over here 15-20 minutes. I did find a couple spots the super tree didn't quite want to stick to the tree frame. A little touch of super glue will correct that. So next we'll put a little ground foam and fill the tree in. I've taken the tree and given it a heavy coat of Aquanet hairspray. If you have an adhesive spray, that'll work also. And this is some super leaf that I have. I'll kind of sprinkle that in. Trying to keep it off the tree trunk. And I like to put a little finer material in. And I added a little burnt grass, a little bit of green grass in there. Sprayed it a couple times with the Aquanet, and we can come up with this. So I think it looks a lot better than the cotton ball. And here we have the finished trees. Once you get them coated with your ground cover, go back and give them a light coat of hairspray or adhesive again, just to make sure everything holds. Going to bring update to a close. Hopefully I've given you some ideas on tree making. The Longshowd trees, I did do a little highlighting on it with some very light green and a little bit of brown, and those came out quite nice. Once again, the sketch for the Arduino arc welder is down in the comments. You have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you back here soon. Thank you for watching.